real morning haters, like people who are late for work.
I'm running late. This Sunriser is right on time.
Get the crispy chick biscuit and the Sunriser with a fresh cracked egg from 6 to 11
What?
at Crystal.
If you have a child already in school, perhaps they're about to be a rising kindergartner, this is the time of year where families all across the Tennessee Valley begin thinking about what they're going to do next fall. That is true for traditional school as well as homeschooling, which we all know is growing by leaps and bounds here in the Chattanooga area. So enter our next guests who are here with Silverdale Homeschool. Yes, there really is a homeschool umbrella school affiliated with Silverdale Baptist Academy. I've got Sarah Harris and Jana Herron here getting us all ready for a homeschool fair. So good to see you.
Thank you.
Did I step all in it or am I right?
No, you said it perfectly.
Okay.
You're 100% correct.
I think that you don't have to throw a stone very far in this town to find someone who is or has homeschooled their children.
Yes.
This is really growing.
Yes, for sure. And I think you said it correctly that it is a perfect time of year to start thinking about next year. It's never too early to start planning and really feel comfortable and make connections. And yes, homeschool has exploded.
Okay, but you just said a real good phrase, to start exploring and make connections. So without y'all, the Silverdale Homeschool, the only way to make those connections, Jana, is by getting on the phone and calling an umbrella school in a different part of the state or even the country. You're the only face-to-face umbrella school here.
That is true, and Sarah does an excellent job of meeting with all of the families that join our umbrella. She sits down with them and talks to them about curriculum, and you know, curriculum is one of those things where you don't know, maybe you don't know where to start, and so whenever we have the homeschool fair, it gives families an idea early in the spring to start thinking about what they're going to do in the fall. And so at our homeschool fair, we invite our local vendors of the Chattanooga area to show what we have to offer in the Chattanooga area for our families that maybe want to join Silverdale Homeschool.
Okay, so this year, so folks can go ahead and mark their calendar, when will that fair be?
So this year's fair is going to be February the 26th. It's going to be at Silverdale Baptist Academy. It's going to be in the lower gym, and you'll be able to see that because we're going to have an Usborne bookmobile close by the gate entry. And that's going to be, again, 3 to 6 p.m. It's floating, so you can come and go. There's not a designated time that you have to come. You don't have to register to be there. You can just show up between 3 and 6. And you can meet all the vendors that's going to be at the fair this year.
If Webster Sarah had a word of the year for this year, for last year, 2022, I would say local. Everyone's pushing local. So are you.
Yes. Yeah, so our fair is just local vendors that offer services to our homeschool families. Last year we had over 30 vendors come to our first annual fair, and it was great. We had 300 attendees. They filled the atrium at Silverdale Baptist Church and Academy. It was wonderful. So yeah, all local vendors. We want to, as the only local umbrella school, we really want to partner with our local homeschool services because you know, we're all a community, and like you said, that connection is very important when you homeschool. It feels you all know, everybody knows somebody that homeschool, but nobody is in the house with you, so it can be an isolating, it can be a lonely experience, and so it's so important to know what's out there to take advantage of.
Okay, let's piggyback on that then a little bit, because I know you both want to make sure you stress the fair. Yes, Silverdale is housing it and hosting it. I mean, you are the umbrella school, but you're not trying to just push Silverdale. However, one of the benefits of it is if they do use you, then their kids have access to your extracurricular activities. Is that right?
Yes, yes.
Well, it's some of the extracurricular activities that we have are after school, and we call those Boost and Soar, and those explanations are available on our website at silverdalehomeschool.org. And from kindergarten through 12th grade, there are different things that the students could participate in. We have things like mountain biking club or hiking club. This year we're going to start clay shooting for high school. So there's a lot of different things and activities that the explanations, again, will be on the website. And it's just, it's one of those things where we want to have the students on campus when we're available, when we can. We would love to be able to provide another homeschool fall picnic like we did last year. This is our second year, so we're still trying to figure out, you know, what works for them and for us, but having the fall picnic was kind of fun just to meet everyone.
It's going to be really interesting to see, even over like the next 3 to 5 years, how homeschooling evolves, because there used to be sort of one face to homeschooling. That certainly is no longer the case. And then with COVID, not only were kids home and their parents saw how they learned, but so many parents are still kind of in this hybrid workspace where they can keep their kids home if they want to.
I hear from a lot of our parents who, we do have a lot of former normal, traditional school families who saw the benefit of being at home, but also wanted to be able to choose how they wanted their home education to look. We do have a lot of working families, and when you said kindergarten, if you have a rising kindergartner, 25% of our current homeschool students are in kindergarten in 1 grade.
Really?
So we have about 90 students this year in our umbrella school, but almost 25% of them are in the grade of kindergarten.
So with these 30 vendors right now, and I guess that list could grow, right? Because it's not until the end of February, people could still sign up if they're a vendor.
Yes.
It's everything from where your child can go and take classes to extracurricular things that have homeschool offerings during the day. That's another great perk about homeschooling, is that you can go and do your karate workout at 10 o'clock in the morning as opposed to 3:30.
Yes, so we have what people would call tutorials or co-ops coming. We have those PE and extracurricular activities. We have tutoring services coming. So anything that you could take advantage of as a homeschooler.
Each of us has our niche that we're hopefully good at. Secretarial work is never going to be mine. So when it comes to the maintaining of things like transcripts and all that kind of thing, that's also what the umbrella school helps you with,
yes,
right? So
that's what I do. So I am the face-to-face advisor. Like Jana said, I meet with all of my families, usually during the summer. I speak with them, we text back and forth, but yes, we provide the transcripts. I'm in report card season right now, advising about different curriculums or what services they may be looking for. But yeah, that's what we do.
So are you currently homeschooling your children, Jana?
I'm not. I teach at the school, and then I'm part-time working with Sarah also.
But have you both homeschooled your kids in the past?
That's how we became friends. We homeschooled our oldest children at the same time, and then I have a daughter who just graduated from homeschool in December. She graduated early. And then I have one student, my middle boy is at Silverdale, and then my youngest is homeschooled. So I'm all across the board.
She's all across the board, right? And like in our case, we did it for a little while, and then we went back. We kind of ping-ponged back and forth because of some medical stuff. But one of the things that I learned when I did do it with one of my children is that whatever you're choosing to learn, you're choosing not to learn something else. So if you have a child that loves American history and you want to get in depth with that a little bit more, that's great, because this is your chance to kind of broaden and find out who you are. As long as you just kind of walk the curriculum guidelines, you can go wherever you want it to go.
And I encourage my parents in that way too, that even if they're in a traditional school, they're not learning everything. So that is a common feeling in homeschool, is like, well, we're missing something. Well, if you're missing something, that means you're gaining something else. So
that's right.
I've done this a long time, so I try to, just encourage my families to do the best they can.
My child perfected the sugar cookie.
My youngest is a great brownie baker.
See? You can have treats when you come home from work, when you homeschool your children. Okay, so there's no need to register. No. If you're a vendor, they can go to the silverdalehomeschool.org website and find out how to go ahead and sign up.
Yes.
It's 3 to 6 on February 26th at the Silverdale campus.
Yes.
So, and you can find out more about how you can homeschool just one child or both or 4 or whatever you got.
Yes.
Thank you both.
Thank you
so much.
The new year is here, temperatures are dropping, and the colder weather can make you quickly realize just how badly you need new windows. Well, not to worry, West Shore Home has you covered. I'm joined by Kirsten from West Shore right now. And Kirsten, why might somebody consider starting that window project now?
So Joe, right now could be a great time to replace your windows because it's been cold